Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And, you know, they don't have it right now. I mean, missing their first 3 shots so far this half, slow start.
Porzingis inside. You don't want him. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Ball is screen on Jackson. Chandler, the pass to McCollum. Kept alive. Chandler's shot, good. And the Bucks lead by 14.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Outside Rondo. Outside Porzingis. Back to Rondo. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bucks leading by 14. McCollum outside. Chandler a screen. Udo dishes to Chandler. Here's McCollum. From 16 feet away, he cans it. McCollum's got 12 points in the game.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Screen by Porzingis. And Batum kicks to Rondo. Porzingis sets the pick for Rondo. Just 4 to shoot.
He is just brilliant in that pick and roll. Rondo does a great job of cutting passes through the porous defense.
Paul outside. McCollum with the screen on Rondo. Shoots the 3. Again, McCollum missing. Nets trail by 14. Rondo passes to Batum. Here's Porzingis. Outside Batum. Right side Porzingis. Over Udo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks leading by 14. And here is Paul. 12 points for him. Shot off the screen, but they get it back. Again, McCollum missing. Outside Jackson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez kicks to Jackson. Batum passes to Porzingis. Launches a 3. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Porzingis. 10 points for Nicholas Batum.
Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Milwaukee making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in. Nets trail by 11. Outside Rondo. Lopez outside. There's a screen. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, the upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Zeller against Lopez. Looking to end the drought. No good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Now Evans. The feed to Johnson. The offensive rebound. Lopez kicks to Evans. Passes it to Barton. Left side, Porzingis. That's tipped. Out left to the wing. Here's Ntilikina. No good on the three.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Lopez a screen. Johnson outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
There's the pass to Zeller. Over Lopez. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Sam Decker's checked in for Milwaukee. Then for the Nets, Davis comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Jackson in for Porzingis. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Evans. Pass to Zeller. Over Johnson. Kick out to Moore. Shoots over Barton. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
Jackson misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Pass to Moore. Pick by Zeller. Decker kicks to Zeller. Shoots over Barton. No good off the back of the rim. Nets trail by 13. Evans outside. It's Barton on the wing. He dishes it to Jackson. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that to me makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And to back up the point with Barton in his chaotic play style, he knows exactly what he's about. Famously saying, Greg, I'm so creative most of the time, I I don't know what I'm going to do.
And, you know, that might sound glib, but it is just how Barton plays. I mean, a fantastic competitor who just does what it takes to win. He gives you a little bit of everything out on the floor.
Nets trail by 13. On the wing, Jackson. He kicks it to Johnson. Trying to get back on track. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Johnson's got his second basket.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
From deep, Moore makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Evans kicks to Barton. And Johnson now top of the key. He feeds it to Evans. Johnson the screen. Jackson with it. Now defended by Decker. Barton from outside. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. Here's Ntilikina to the wing on the left. Another shot. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
There's Jackson with the 3. Milwaukee leading by 16. Dishes to Moore. Feeds to Zeller. Kicks it to Arthur. Fades away. And that's good off the glass that time.
Boy, that was a terribly difficult shot, but still, somehow, some way, it went down. Wow.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Jackson to halt the run. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
The dish to Decker. Lets the 3 fly. That shot no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Evans. 3-pointer. That shot misses. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So it's Brooklyn now, down by 15. Arthur out there with Zeller. Then it's Decker. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The feed to Barton. Rebounded by Moore. Milwaukee leading by 15. Pass to Ntilikina. Out to the right wing. Tries from 16. Arthur, no good.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Evans outside. Clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Evans has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
And the Nets with possession here. Nets trail by 12. Barton outside. Davis setting the pick for Barton. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Johnson. Milwaukee leading by 12. Here's Ntilikina. The pass to Zeller. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Evans dishes to Johnson. It's stolen by Arthur. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So for the Nets, Porzingis is checked in for Davis. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Evans. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Ntilikina. Moore outside. Porzingis against Zeller. Over Porzingis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Jackson. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
It's been a coaching carousel in Brooklyn in recent years, Clark. Your thoughts on Coach Kenny Atkinson, who came from Atlanta, and what he's done there, and what about his staff?
Well, you know, brave souls, and I think Kenny Atkinson has the right approach. Time will tell what kind of coach he becomes, but I like what I've seen from him. He confessed that people he respected told him he'd be insane to take the job, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, and he stepped into it. The Nets have to return the faith he showed and give him time to build this team.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Will Barton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
Thank you, David. Now here's Rondo. Johnson the screen. Outside for Batum. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 14. Paul outside. Pass to Arthur. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Paul can't get that one to fall. Nets trail by 14. Johnson the screen. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Arthur. Jackson kicks to Rondo. Offensive rebound. And taken away by Paul. Osman, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it out to Paul. Again, the miss by Paul.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Stolen by McCollum. Paul with the ball. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Six to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot by Zeller, no good. Nets trail by 14. Outside Rondo. Jackson passes to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And they double up Paul. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Paul. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Batum. And again, the Bucks miss.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Dishes it to Rondo. Johnson with a screen on Paul. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Paul. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so the timeout by Kenny Atkinson here. Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. And a switch here for Brooklyn. John Lure, he's checked in for James Johnson. Chandler a screen. McCollum with a screen on Rondo. Chandler with a screen for McCollum. And again, the Bucks miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
They set the pick. Lure the screen. Here's Porzingis. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist here tonight. Ball again, Rondo. Arthur dishes to Paul. Back to Arthur. Over Lure. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 10. Rondo drives in. Another shot. And Lure with the lay-in, good.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Paul kicks to McCollum. To the left wing. Feeds to Chandler. Paul outside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
You know, we're getting some of that high-octane offense from Chris Paul tonight, setting this place on fire.
Mr. Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. There's Jackson with the 3. Chandler with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Lobbed up there for Chandler. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Nets trail by 10 to the wing right side. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Porzingis. Over Chandler. Here's Lure. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Lure's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
Osman. Chandler, the pass to Paul. Osman. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Rondo kicks to Porzingis. Over Chandler. Not enough on that one as it misses. Bucks leading by 11.
Oh! Oh, man!
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Screen by Porzingis. Batum wide open. He fires. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 13. 1:44 left in the fourth. And Clark is a Midwest guy. You grew up watching your teams go up against the Bucks, and even as a player, you faced off against them more than your fair share. When you think about the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, who leaves an imprint on your mind for how they helped that franchise?
Well, guys that I actually played against, Sid Moncrief would be at the top of the list because he was so integral to the Bucks' success. Really good at both ends of the floor, a leader. I didn't have to guard him, but I played against those really good Bucks teams in the early, mid-'80s, and he was a big part of that.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Paul kicks to Moore. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Paul against Evans. He dishes it to Leonard. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Paul outside. There's a good screen. That shot missing.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Chris Paul.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Chandler a screen, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ntilikina. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.